Yeah. Good evening, children. I need to wait for 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Good evening, online students. Arigamai and Swati.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Now everybody is back after vacation, or maybe, like we were just lost track of school, right? So we like ninth standard, yeah, we have to get back to ninth standard. So like that, in the same sense, even I have lost track of where we stopped with number systems, from where I should continue and stuff like that. So to not think too much, I'm starting a new chapter today, and then think like where we stopped with the number systems and complete that remaining part. All right. Because even I was in a hurry, I just rushed to the class, as you can see. So I now don't have time to think like where we stopped and what I should continue. If I gave you a homework, if we have to discuss the answers, I really don't know. So let's not spend time on that. So we'll start a new chapter, and then I'll maybe by next week, I'll come back, to the regular routine, like all of us, right? Yeah. So then everything will come back to my mind. Like, so yeah, I was doing all this. I have to continue with this. So that little portion of number systems, we have finished maximum portion of number systems is done actually. Okay. So that little thing, whatever we have to complete as a final touch, will be done. So today we are starting a new chapter, Heron's formula. All right, Heron's formula. So what will we see in this chapter? So this chapter is basically about finding areas of area of triangles and quadrilaterals. That's all. Okay, finding areas of triangles and quadrilaterals. Now, last year the quadrilaterals was deleted. Now, who's finished Heron's formula in school? Yeah. Have you learned how to find the area for quadrilateral? Meaning in the same chapter, Heron's formula, dividing the quadrilateral using its diagonal into two triangles and finding the areas of the two triangles, adding and okay, both the exercises are done in Heron's formula, exercise 1 and 2. The chapter is completely done in school, right? Nothing is omitted from the chapter. Okay, fine then. So this chapter is all about finding area of triangle, area of quadrilateral. But what is new then? Area of triangle, area of quadrilateral, we already know how to do. But then what is new? So the new thing is here, you will be given a triangle with only the sides known to you. Only the sides known to you. Triangle will be given. And see here like this. Find the area of a triangle whose sides are 13 centimeters, 14 centimeters, and 15 centimeters. How do we find the area of a triangle? When only the sides are known, because we only know this formula. Area of a triangle is equal to half base into height. Half base into height, correct? So half into base into height, meaning you need to know the base and the corresponding altitude. Half into base into corresponding altitude. Altitude, there's no mention about altitude at all here. Only the three sides are given to you. So this is what we'll be seeing in this chapter. So this year we'll learn how to find the area of a triangle given the lengths of the three sides only. Altitude's not given. Till 8th standard, we found the area of a triangle using the formula half base into height. So you will take one side as the base, one side of the triangle as the base, and there'll be the altitude on that side, no? The altitude on that side will be the corresponding altitude. Half base into the corresponding altitude. A triangle has three sides, and on all the three sides, there are altitudes, right? Let me show you. Swati and Aragamai, I've shared my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, children. So triangle. Okay, triangle. Look at the board, all of you. So triangle. For this, now let me call it PQR. PQR. So PM is the altitude on the base QR. So if you have to find the area of this triangle, area of triangle PQR is equal to half into base QR into the altitude on QR, which is PM. This is half base into height. Half base, you're taking QR as the base. half into base is QR. You're taking QR as the base. So what is the altitude on that side QR? PM. Okay. So this is so many square units. Square units. Or you can also find the area of the triangle PQR, the same triangle PQR like this. How, if you want to take PR as the base, if you want to take PR as the base, then you need to know the altitude on PR. So it is half into base PR into the corresponding altitude, which is QN, half into base PR. You can take, see, base is not the, now we feel that the triangle is standing on the side QR, right? We feel it's a plane figure. It's a plane figure actually. But it's like as if we believe that it's standing on the side QR. Then that only should be the base. How can you take PR as the base? So it's a feeling, right? You have that, you get that feeling. I get that feeling. Yeah. So I feel QR is the base because it's standing. The triangle is on that. It's like standing on that side, right? So QR is the base, and PM is the altitude on that base. How can you take PR as the base? That's the side. So we need to recall that any of the three sides can be taken as the base. A triangle has three sides. Any side of the triangle can be taken as the base, provided you have the corresponding altitude. Any side is the base. PQ base. You can take PQ as the base. You can take QR as the base. You can take PR as the base. If you take QR as the base, you must know the altitude PM. All right. If you take PR as the base, altitude QN. Correct? Square units. Similarly, if you want to find the area of triangle PQR using PQ as the base, then you need to know the altitude on PQ. On PQ. On PQ. MNO. So let S. Let me call it S. Okay, so into RS, square units. This is understood. Now, area of this triangle PQR can be only one answer. We can't give different answers. Correct? Area is one thing, one answer. It's unique. The area for this triangle is unique. Is only one answer. So whichever, like formula meaning whichever case you use here, you'll get the same answer. The answer will be same. Even if the decimal value, it will be exactly the same decimal value. There'll be no change absolutely. Exactly that you will get. So you cannot take QR as the base. Supposing you have a lot of information, you cannot take QR as the base and QN as the altitude. That's wrong. You must take the base and the corresponding altitude, half base into corresponding height. You can take any side as the base, but you should take the corresponding altitude. So if you take the side QR as the base, then the corresponding altitude is only PM. If you take PR, you have to take QN only. If you take PQ as the base, you must take altitude PS only. If you write half into base QR into, you want to try, let me try if I'm getting the answer. If I do this, you will not get it. Half into base QR into somebody's altitude RS. You will not get a different answer and it's an incorrect answer. Okay. So remember that. Now you can see that, the altitudes. So a triangle can have only, that is the sides, the three sides of the triangle. On every side of the triangle, you can draw an altitude from the vertex. You can see from the, so on the side QR, you have an altitude from the opposite vertex PM. See here, QR is the base. So the altitude falls from the opposite vertex PM. Then for the side PR, the altitude falls from the opposite vertex. Vertex is QN. From the opposite vertex. Yes. And for the side PS, which is the opposite vertex R, from there the altitude will start, RS. Now you can see that the altitudes, the three altitudes of the triangle, they are concurrent. Concurrent meaning they pass through the same point. Okay, they pass through the same point. Let me call it, say, A. Okay, now you can see that PM altitudes, you can see that altitudes, PM, QN, RS intersect. Actually, you shouldn't use the word intersect. You must say okay. So and RS are concurrent at A, meaning they meet at A. Okay, are concurrent at A. So A is called the A is the point of concurrency. A is the point of concurrency, which is called the ortho center. Remember this term, ortho center. Ortho center. Okay, so the point of concurrency of the three altitudes of a triangle is called the point of concurrency of the altitudes, which is the ortho center. So what is ortho center? It's the point where the altitudes meet. That meeting point of the three altitudes will pass through the same point. Any triangle, altitudes will pass through the same point. The altitudes are concurrent. That means they'll pass through the same point. Okay, and this point is called the ortho center. This point is called the ortho center. So ortho center is the point of concurrency of the three altitudes in a triangle. What is ortho center? Tell me. Ortho center is the point of concurrency. Concurrency of the three altitudes of the triangle. Yeah, please write down this name of the chapter. Take the question. Don't write the question. Give the name of the chapter, Heron's formula. Draw the figure first, and then write area of triangle. Those three ways, whatever you see on the screen. Write down, online students. Please write. You can come up and wait. No, why are you people waiting outside? You can come up here. No, wait outside the center here. That's convenient for you. Waiting down. Yeah. But your parents also will be there with you. And those who are waiting here, turn on the light, the second switch on the wall, turn on the tube light. Don't stand in the dark. Okay, as soon as you come, just turn on the light there outside. Finished? Okay, you write and you can complete. Right. Below. Continue writing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, complete fast, Niveda. Finish, Prerna. All of you done writing? Finished? Okay. Okay, so we just recall how that we've been used to finding the area of a triangle given the base and the corresponding altitude. Otherwise, we didn't know. Or we also know one more formula. What's that? How do you find the area of an equilateral triangle? How do we find the area of an equilateral triangle? Formula to find the area of an equilateral triangle. Now, supposing you have, this is the second case. So supposing you have triangle ABC, all the three sides are equal. How do you find? So if you're given BC, how do you find the area of this triangle? You can't use half base into height because you only know that, okay, supposing I give this is 5 centimeters. How do you find the area of the triangle? What's the formula? Online students, Argamai Swati. What's the formula to find the area of an equilateral triangle? Okay, root 3 by 4 into side square. Root 3 by 4 into side square. Okay, area of an equilateral triangle. Of an equilateral triangle is given by the formula root 3 by 4 into side square. Or you can also say or you can write root 3 by 4 into a square. Into a square, square units. Side square, you can say a square also. Side is a, so a square. Like you say area of a square is a square. What's the formula to find the area of a square? A square. Side into side, a into a. So like that. Equilateral triangle where all the three sides are equal. So you'll be given the length of the side. So here 5 centimeters. The question is to find the area of this triangle. So we know the formula half base into height. Base is 5, but height we don't know. We can find the height. That's a different thing. But my question is just using this information, how will you find the area is my question. You can find there are ways to find the altitude for this triangle and use the formula half base into height. We can find the altitude for this triangle and then use the formula half base into height to get the area. That's another way of doing. My question is just using this information. What information? Side of the equilateral triangle is 5 centimeters. Just using this information, how will you find the area? The formula is root 3 by 4 into side square. So root 3 by 4 into 5 into 5. So root 3 by 4 into 25. Then root 3 value, you can take this 1.732. You should remember that value. Root 3 is equal to 1.732. It'll be given, but even if it's not given, you must know it is 1.732 approximately. You know, root 3 is an irrational number and its decimal value is non-terminating, non-repeating. Root 3 is irrational. Its decimal value is non-terminating, non-repeating. So it's not 1.732, that's all. No, it goes on forever. But for calculation purpose, you need to take a decimal value, a fixed, meaning a terminating decimal value. So it's approximately 1.732. It's not exactly 1.732. Approximately for the sake of using it in calculation, it's 1.732. Okay. Is it fine? Root 3 by 4 into side square. Only for equilateral triangle. Only for equilateral triangle, this formula applies. Side will be given to you. Okay. Write down. Write down, all of you. I'm writing all of you. Half base into height, root 3 by 4 into side square. Okay, now I'm going to give you a situation. Let's see how you will help yourself. Again, recall from 8th standard, 7th also I can say. Yeah. Yes, do this. Find the area of the triangle PQR, also find its perimeter. Yes, Swati and Nargamai, are you working?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, is it over? It does not need more than 1 minute. The total thing. Finding area and perimeter. 30 seconds. 40 seconds for area, 20 seconds for perimeter. Done. 1 minute, you can finish it.
Completed, ma'am.
Very good. What's the area, Swati?
Area is 84 centimeters square and perimeter is 56 centimeters.
56. Yeah, perfect. Very good, Swati. Perfect. Now, I have to prove to the class. Now I have to work it in 40 minutes and prove that you can do it in 40 minutes. So let me just start working, because see, when I say you can do it in 40 minutes, you won't be explaining, right? You'll only be working. Correct. So I'm just going to start working. You can just, this is your, I'm saying a student speed, I'm not bragging about my speed. I'm saying as a student, you can do it in this time. All right. As a student, you can do it in this time. So as soon as you look at this triangle, all this should come to your mind. You must be able to write that PQ square plus QR square is equal to PR square. So PQ square plus 7 square is equal to 25 square. So PQ square is equal to 625 minus 49. PQ square is equal to 576. PQ equal to square root of 576. PQ is equal to 24. All run square root extended. So it's not that, come on, how will you know the square root of 576? Squares and square root, we've seen this number so many times in 8th standard. 576 is a very simple number. You should know the square root of 576. You must know the squares of the square root of the first at least 50 to 60 natural numbers. Okay, so PQ is 24 centimeters. So we found PQ. Okay, now area of the triangle. Area of triangle PQR is equal to half into base into height. So half into base is QR and altitude is PQ. That's the altitude. See here, perpendicular. Can you see? Half into base into height is PQ. For side QR, PQ is altitude. For the side PQ is altitude. They are perpendicular. Into, see, altitude is always a perpendicular on the base, right? Altitude is always a perpendicular on the base. And see here, if you take QR as the base, PQ is the altitude. The side itself is the altitude. Because see, can you see the 90 degrees? So altitude. The side itself, altitude is not a new line segment. The side PQ itself is the altitude for the base QR. And similarly, for the base PQ, the side QR itself is the altitude. So PQ and QR, you know, PQ and QR, since they are perpendicular to each other, if you take one as the base, the other acts as the altitude. So here you will have a new altitude only for the hypotenuse. The new altitude will only be for the hypotenuse, and that will pass through this point Q. Okay, let me come to that later. Let me tell you that later. 1 minute. So now half into base QR into height PQ. So half into 7 into 24. On cancelling, 2 1s are 2 12s are 12 7s are 84 centimeters square. Next, you should find perimeter. So perimeter of triangle ABC, oh sorry, PQR is equal to what sum of the sides, no? PQ plus QR plus RP. So PQ is how much? 24 plus 7 plus 25, which is 31 and 25 is 31, right? Yeah, 56 centimeters. Nothing we had to calculate here. No rough work at all here. Square you should know. 7 square you must know. Maybe subtraction to be careful. If you know some fast calculation mathematics, maybe you can use that. Otherwise, only subtraction, maybe to be sure you can subtract. Nothing else. This is the way you do it. And this question is of 7th standard actually. Okay, we also see it in 8th standard. Just telling, I'm not trying to, underestimate any child here. Do not take it. I mean, I'm not trying to hurt anybody here. You understand that? Just telling you that it's of 7th, 8th standard. That's all, nothing else. Now, I'm not judging you that you couldn't do this. It's of 7th standard. Didn't do. Not that. It's not that. It's never late to learn. Now you understood, right, how to do it? All of you know it now? Sure, all of you? So how will you do it? You should use Pythagoras theorem. We all know how to use Pythagoras theorem. PQ square. That is, you should square the legs. PQ square plus QR square is equal to hypotenuse square, PR square. You should write the square and the hypotenuse separately. Always equal to hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse square will stand alone. On the other side, you will have the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. Equal to sign. On one side, you should write the square of the hypotenuse. Equal to sign. On one side, you must write the square of the hypotenuse. On the other side, you must write the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Hypotenuse square will always be alone on one side. Whichever side you want to write, you write it in the left-hand side or the right-hand side, wherever you want to write. Any one side, you should square the hypotenuse and that will be alone on one side. Is equal to, on the other side, the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. So if the triangle is ABC, the sides are AB, BC, and AC. If the triangle is ABC, then the sides are AB, BC, and AC. And supposing BC is the hypotenuse. Supposing BC is a hypotenuse. So you should write BC square separately is equal to AB square plus AC square. Or you can write AB square plus AC square is equal to BC square. Anyways, you can write. But BC square should stand alone on one side. You can write BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Or you can write AB square plus AC square is equal to BC square. Any side you can write, but that BC square should stand alone. Hypotenuse square on one side, correct? Yeah, write on this children. Texted in the group that meaning you would have got a message from my side that the link for online class will be shared only with the online students. But in case students attending physical class want to take a class online, you can request for the link. See, now one of you here on a particular day, you're not able to come to the class because like you're not in town or your parents are not available to drop you or the automan is not available, whatever reason. So you want to attend the class, but online. So please request for the link. You understand that? It will always be shared with the online students, but offline students, any day, if you want to take the class online, you can just ask for the link. I'll share it with you. Please understand that correctly. It's not that offline students should come only here. No, you cannot attend online. It's not like that. So if you're attending online, you should ask for the link, then I'll share it with you. Just send a message on WhatsApp, I'll share it with you. And children? Srivatsan is the fastest. When I finish, even he finishes. You write along with me, is it? You do listen to me, right, when I'm talking? You have a competitor now. Because usually you are very fast. He is faster than you. And both of you will only scribble. You will not write, both of you. But I'm happy you can understand your handwriting, right? Yeah, that's it. Done, all of you? Shall we continue? Is this very clear? Any questions here? Yeah. So now what I wanted to tell you is that orthocenter. So where is the orthocenter for the right triangle? Okay, right triangle, right angle triangle. When I say right triangle, right angle triangle. Okay, ABC. For the base BC, AB is the altitude. Okay, and for the base AB, BC is the altitude. So AB and BC are the sides of the triangle as well as the altitudes in this triangle. For the base B, for the side BC, AB is the altitude, and for AB, BC is the altitude. So they are also the altitudes. Now the altitude is now we have to talk about the altitude of the hypotenuse. So that will be like this, right? So it will be some. Okay, so it will come from the opposite vertex. So it will come from here, right? It will come from the opposite vertex. Correct? Correct. This is the altitude on the hypotenuse. Now, well, I'll just produce it for you so that you understand. I'll just produce it for you. So can you see they meet here? AB, BC, and the other altitude. They meet here, right? So this is the orthocenter. B is the orthocenter. So for a right triangle, the vertex containing the right angle is the orthocenter, is also the orthocenter. For a right triangle, a right angle triangle, the vertex containing the right angle. So here B is the vertex containing the right angle. That's the orthocenter. That's the point where the altitudes meet. That's the point where the altitudes meet. Altitudes are line segments. So I just produce so that you understand where they meet. Like, so see, you can see this is one altitude, this is one, and this is one, and they all meet here. Correct? So this is the orthocenter for a right triangle. So the vertex containing the right angle is the orthocenter for a right triangle. Okay. Okay. So now coming to this chapter, the formula to find the area of a triangle when the three sides of the triangle are given to you. You don't know the altitude. Okay, and you cannot find the altitude also. You cannot find the altitude also. Then how do you find the area? So it's given by the formula is equal to root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c, where s is the semi-perimeter, semi-perimeter of the triangle A, B, C are the sides, are the lengths of the sides of the triangle, are the lengths of the So this is what is Heron's formula. Root of s into square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c square units. Square units. So how many unknowns are there? Square units. Okay, where? Yeah. How many unknowns? S, A, B, C. 4 unknowns. S, A, B, and C. S is the semi-perimeter. We know how to find the perimeter. Add all the three sides. The sum of the three sides is the perimeter. Divide by 2 is a semi-perimeter. S is the semi-perimeter. A, B, C are the three sides, the lengths of the three sides of the triangle. That will be given to you. The length of the three sides will. So everything will be known to you. You just have to substitute the values in this formula and simplify. All right, that's all. This is what is Heron's formula. Square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C square units. S is the semi-perimeter, ABC, sides of the triangle. Three sides, anything, you can take anything as ABC. Like there's nothing like the smallest side is A, the biggest side is A, nothing like that. Any order you can take. Three sides, ABC. All right. Okay. So find the area of a triangle whose sides are 13, 14, and 15 centimeters. 1 second, I'll show you the answer. 1 second. So you need to first write like this. Okay. So what is A? 13 centimeters, B 14, C 15. I told you can take A as 14, B as 15, and C as 13 also. Anything is fine. You'll get the same answer. Okay. So that's about ABC. Then semi-perimeter. A plus B plus C by 2. Correct? Semi-perimeter. So add the three sides. Add the three sides and divide by 2. That's a semi-perimeter. So you can't cancel, children. So what mistake we can make? We'll cancel 2 ones or 2 sevens. No, you cannot cancel. You have to add. You cannot cancel. Only if it's multiplication, you can cancel. 13 into 14 into 15. Listen, all of you, by 2. You can cancel 2 ones or 2 sevens. When it's multiplication, the numbers are independent. When it's multiplication, the numbers are independent. You can cancel. But when it is addition or subtraction, the numbers are not independent. 13 plus 14 plus 15 by 2 means add and then divide by 2. It means add all these numbers and then divide by 2. That's the meaning. Whenever it is addition or subtraction, it is add or subtract and then divide. So you cannot cancel. You cannot do this. You should not do this. That's wrong. So you should add all the numbers. So when you add, you get 42. You get 42 by 2, which is 21 centimeters. 21 centimeters. Then put all the values in the formula that you know. So then it will be 21 into, this is 8 when you subtract 7 and 6. Now, how do you continue? You should not multiply these numbers. You should not multiply the numbers. Then what should you do? You must break down the numbers and write them as a product of their primes. Write the numbers as a product of their primes. You should not multiply them. Don't multiply 21 into 8, then into 7 into 6. Don't do that. So what is 21? See, it's like this. This one, 3 7s, 7 1s. But you don't have to show this. You don't have to show this. You can just do it in your mind and put it here. So what is 21? 7 3s. 8 2 into 2 into 2. 7 is a prime number. So as it is 6 2 into 3. Is that fine? Next step. So in this step, we have decompose the numbers. We have written the numbers as the product of their primes. Then next step. This step is like optional. Here from here, this step is optional. If you want, you can write it. So here what from 2 7s. See here from 2 7s, 1 7 comes out of the square root. From 2 7s, 1 7 comes out of the square root. From 1 2 3s, 1 3 comes out of the square root. And from 1 2 3 4 2s, 2 2s come out of the square root. So you can write the step straight away. You don't have to write this. This is optional. This one is completely optional. If you want to write, otherwise. So bring out the numbers like that. So from 2 equal primes, 1 comes out of the square root. So you get 7 into 2 square. Oh, you can even write 2 into 2. Not that you should write 2 square only. 2 into 2 you can write. So 7 into 2 into 2 into 3. Correct? Multiply and this is the area. 84 centimeters. Understood? The next one is a test. Understood this one? Yeah. Write down, children. Write down. All of you. Ayagamai and Meenakshi, Ayagamai and Swati, any questions?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Please write down. Oh, did you make a note of this, children? Sorry. This one? No, this is Heron's formula. This is the formula. Heron's formula. Finish writing the slide. All of you? Okay. None, children? All of you? All of you? Okay. Next one. Online students?
Done, mom.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll just start this one together and then I'll leave you to finish it. So what is given? Two sides are given, right? And the perimeter is given. So what are the, you need what? A, B, C and semi-perimeter, correct? You know A and B. A is 8 centimeters, B is 11 centimeters. C we don't know, but we need to find C. Then only you can use the formula. You need A, B, C and semi-perimeter, correct? A is 8 centimeters, B is 11 centimeters. What about C? Perimeter is 32. So what do you know? A plus B plus C, correct? A plus B plus C is equal to perimeter, correct? Is equal to perimeter, correct? So A is how much? 8 plus 11 plus C is equal to 32. So C is equal to 32 minus 19. So C is equal to 13. centimeters. Correct? Now you can proceed. So what will be the semi-perimeter, children? Since you have the perimeter, directly write perimeter by 2. A plus B plus C by 2 only. But since you have the perimeter straight away, write perimeter by 2. Perimeter by 2. By 2. So, or you can write A plus B plus C by 2. So that is 32 by 2, which is 60. Now complete it. Complete this. Start like this and complete the answer. What's the answer? Shivatsan? Digits se cholu. Digits se cholu. 8? Oh, 8 root 30, is it? Okay, 8 root 30 centimeters square. Okay, okay. Yes, Swati, what's your answer?
Same answer, ma'am. 8 to 30 centimeters square.
Very good. Okay, okay, fine. Nice. Right? You have any questions, Abhishek? Got it, all of you? Please ask me any doubts. So to use the formula, you need four values: A, B, C. A 8, B 11, C we don't know. So we have to first find C. So how do you find C? A plus B plus C. The sum of the three sides, A plus B plus C, is equal to the perimeter 32. So using that, you can find C. So now we got C. So now we have A, B, and C. Next, we need S. Only if you have these four values ready, you should use the formula. Simply writing the formula, you just write the formula, then you don't have the values. So before you write the formula, make sure you have the values of A, B, C, and the semi-perimeter, these four things. So we found C, then find semi-perimeter, S, perimeter by 2. Now all the four values are ready with you. You know A, B, C, and S. Now write the formula, substitute the values, and simplify. There's only 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 5. Only 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 5. So they cannot come out of the square root. So multiply them. 2 into 3, 6, 6, 5 are 30. They remain under the square root. Done, all of you?
Finish, ma'am.
When did you join, Aniruddha? Good evening.
Ma'am, on first itself.
Okay, so you're there from the beginning of the meeting, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I didn't notice actually. Okay. All right. So here also, children, same thing. An isosceles triangle, see here, don't work. An isosceles triangle, that means two sides are equal. Okay, an isosceles triangle has perimeter, that is A plus B plus C, 30. Has perimeter 30, that means A plus B plus C is 30. And equal sides 12 centimeters. So equal sides are 12. That means A is 12, B is also 12. Find the area of the triangle. So plus C is equal to 30. You must find C. Then you must find semi-perimeter, which is 30 by 2, 15. And then find the area. Correct? Equal sides are 12. Because it's isosceles, two sides are equal. So 12, 12. See, now the doubt will be equal sides 12 centimeters if it is 12 by 2. Don't get confused. Equal sides is 12 centimeters. Equal sides is 12 centimeters. So that means each is 12 centimeters. This is 12. Each of it is 12. 12, 12. Yeah. You don't have to see the slide and work, but if you want, you can make use of it. The question is also right on top. The question is right on top. See, these are different ways of presenting, Now here you will see this 2s is equal to 30. Don't get confused. 2s is equal to 30 is what? 2s means perimeter is twice the semi-perimeter, right? See, like, what is diameter? Twice the radius. What is diameter? Twice the radius. Similarly, what is perimeter? Twice the semi-perimeter. 2 times the semi-perimeter. What is perimeter? 2 times the semi-perimeter. That's what I've written here. Instead of writing perimeter is equal to 30, I have written 2s is equal to 30. You can also write it like this. Instead of writing perimeter is equal to 30, I have written 2s because 2s is perimeter, right? Correct? Twice the semi-perimeter is perimeter. So that's what I've written here. You can also do it like this. So 2s is equal to 30. That means perimeter is equal to 30. So s is equal to 30 by 250. These are different ways of presenting the answer. None, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Finished? Renu? Okay. So the perimeter of a triangular field, the perimeter of a triangular field is 450 meters. So perimeter is 450, meaning semi-perimeter will be 450 by 2, 225 meters. Perimeter is 450, so semi-perimeter will be perimeter by 2, 450 by 2, 225 meters. Okay, so you know S, value of S we know. Now A, B, C we have to find. And the sides are in the ratio 13 is to 13 is to 12 is to 5. Find the area of the triangle. So question is the same, find the area of the triangle. You know the value of S. You'll have to find the values of A, B, and C. Correct? You have to find the values of A, B, and C. So what will be the sides? What will you call the sides? Will you call them 13x? Let one side be 13x. Let the second side be 12x and the third side be 5x. Correct? Correct? The ratio is 13 is to 12 is to 5. 3 sides. The ratio is 13 is to 12 is to 5. So let the first side be 13x meters. Second side be 12x meters. Third side be 5x meters. Correct? So when you add the sides, it's equal to the perimeter. So 13x plus 12x plus 5x is equal to perimeter, not semi-perimeter, is equal to 450. Yes or no? So from this, you can find x. And once you find x, find 13x, which is the first side, 12x, which is the second side, and 5x, which is the third side. Now you've got A, B, and C. Find the area. Please work. It's here. Work it. You can first read the slide, go through the answer, understand, then write down. Yeah. So let me just talk about this one. So here you can see, so when I told you first, I said you need to break down the numbers as a product of their prime factors. So it need not necessarily be prime factors. You need to break down the numbers, write them as a product of some two numbers, so that it's convenient for you to make pairs of equal factors and bring one of it outside. That's all. So now see here, what I have done is, this is 225, 30, 45, and 150. I have written 225. See, I know that 225 is a multiple of 45, like that. Children, please listen to me. So 225 is a multiple of 45. 225 is a multiple of 45. So this 45, I write it undisturbed. See, it's planned already. Like I first plan and then write it. It's not that when you see 225, you should write it as 45 into 5. It doesn't come like that. It's you first look at the numbers and you plan what to do. Look at these numbers. So you plan like this. 225 is a multiple of 45. 45 5s are 225. So what you do, write this 45 as it is and write this 225 as 45 into 5. Why should we write like that? Now we have two 45s. No, so 145 will come out. Now we have two 45s. 145 is already there and there is 225 which is 45 into 5. So like this you're generating two 45s. So one will come out. Now 30 and 150. So we know that 150 is a multiple of 30. 150 is a multiple of 30. So you write the 30 as it is. Write 30 as it is and write that multiple 150 as 30 into 5 or 5 into 30, whatever. So now what happens? There are two 45s and now two 30s. So 130 will come out. Now automatically you get two 5s also. So 1 5 comes out. So remember that it is not compulsory that you write 225 as a product of its primes only. You can write it anyways. You just have to make pairs so that you can bring one of it outside easily. But if this is difficult for you, then you go back to that method. If supposing you feel now, what if I don't realize? What if I don't realize that 45, meaning 225 is a multiple of 45? What if I don't realize that 225 is a multiple of 45? Then you should go to this method only, 225, right like this. Whatever, meaning 3, 7 are 21. Go back to this method. 25 times 5 5s are. So write 225 as 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. Break down every number like that. That also will give you the same answer. This is just to save time. This method is just to save time. That's all. If this is not comfortable for you, you need to make it comfortable. If it is not, you can always use this method. Break down every number like that. Then 30 also like this, 45 like this. So you'll get so many prime factors. You'll have so many numbers, like about some 20 numbers you'll have. So you should carefully select the 2s, the 3s, the 5s and do it. You'll get the same answer. Answer cannot change. But you need to make this one comfortable. Yeah, right, don't you? Now you write this answer as you see here. Write exactly the same thing. Online students understood how to simplify from here? This portion, understood?
Ma'am.
Okay. Next class is test on number systems, class test here, or we'll call it revision on number systems. There'll be about 15 questions. Each question I'll call one of you. You should come sit beside me and work it. I need to see how you're working. Online students can, I'll let you know what I'll do with you. Offline students, I'll call each one of you for one answer. Come sit beside me. You need to work it. Okay, so I can make out how much you've prepared for this chapter. Next class on Tuesday, number systems revision. Not the full class, maybe some 1 hour, and then we'll continue with Heron's formula. Full chapter, including exponents. Exponents is also part of number systems. Including exponents, meaning literally what we have done so far, everything. So next class, everybody will be online. Now today, today I have my parents are not at home, so online class. Don't do that. Huh? Yeah. Hmm? Is this over, children? No? Yeah. Online students, finish this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can also find, you can also find the sides like this because your middle school teacher might have taught you in different ways, no? When you have a ratio. So you can also do it like this. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to. You can also do it like this. 13 by, what is 13 plus, what is 13 plus 12 plus 5? 30, right? Correct? 30. So if you were used to this 13 by 30 into 450, then 12 by 30 into 450, then 5 by 30 into 450. You can also do it like this. You can find ABC like this also. Okay, you can find ABC like this also. 13 by 30, the total is 30, no? 13 plus 25, 13 plus 12 plus 5 is 30. So 13 by 30, 12 by 30, 5 by 30 into perimeter. Because when you add the three sides, what do you get? Perimeter, right? That's what you should write there. Into 450. If area is given, you cannot write area there. The three sides, when you total the three sides, what do you get? Perimeter. Into the perimeter only you can write, not area. If the ratio is given and area is given, if the ratio is given and the area is given, you cannot do this. You cannot write 13 by 30 into the area. When you add the three parts are the three sides. When you add the three sides, what is it? Perimeter. So into perimeter only. Supposing the ratio of boys and girls is given in a class. Okay, the ratio of boys and girls is given. Now, boys and girls put together is the total strength of the class. So, supposing the ratio is, say, like 12:13. Okay, so the boys will be 12 by 25 and girls 13 by 25 because 12 plus 13 is 25. Correct? So, boys 12 by 25, girls 13 by 25 of the total strength. Why total strength? Because boys and girls put together is the total strength of the class. So into the total strength of the class. Total strength of the class. It will not be the strength of the school. It will not be into the strength of the school. That will be the number of boys and girls in the school. So here into what? Into what should you write? Into these two parts together, they make something, no? That 12:13, those two parts, they together make something. That you should write here. Into that one you should write. Am I clear? So this also you'll get 31. Oh, it's cancelled. Possible. No, 0, 0 gets cancelled and it's 15 times, I think. 0, 0 cancels 15 times. 15 times. So 15 5s are 75. 15 12s are 180 and 15 13 times. Okay, 150. How much? 195. That's what we got, right? 195, 180. So you can get it directly like this. You can also do it like this. All right. So make a note of this below. I'll write it again. Just write, just say note and just unwrite this. A is equal to 12 out of 30. B is equal to, sorry. $13 out of 30. B is 12 out of 30. And C is 5 out of 30. Into the perimeter 450. Into the perimeter 450. Into the perimeter 450. So 0 and 0 cancels. 3 1s are 3 15s are. 0 0 cancel. Oh, you've done it like this only, is it? Huh? You've already done it like this? Tana? Okay, fine. You're not answering. 15 times like this is equal to 195 meters is equal to 180 meters is equal to 75 meters. You can also find ABC like this. Yeah. Please make a note of this below the answer. Yes, Sahana, you were not ready to write. Why? Oh, very good, very good. Okay. Got it, all of you? Yeah. So the length of this, listen to me, the length of the sides of a triangle given to you, 5 centimeters, 12 centimeters, 13 centimeters. Find the length of the perpendicular from the opposite vertex. Can you read it? Yeah. Find the length of the perpendicular from the opposite vertex to the side whose length is 13 meters, 13 centimeters. So we need to find the area as usual. Okay, find the area as usual till here. Okay, as usual area. Now, this area can also be found using the formula half base into height, right? This is the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is 30 centimeters square, but area can also be found using the formula half base into height. See, for one triangle, you can use any formula, but the answer will be the same, right? So now here we found the area using Heron's formula. It's 30. But supposing you use the formula half base into height, then also you should get 30 only, no? Because it's the same triangle. So area is 30. That means half into base into height is 30. So half into base is, see here, find the length of the altitude. Find the length of the, find the length of the perpendicular. Perpendicular meaning the altitude. From the opposite vertex to the side whose length is 13 centimeters. That means they're asking you to find the altitude to the base, which is 13 centimeters. That's all. That's the question. Find the altitude corresponding to the base 13 centimeters. That's the question. So it is find the altitude corresponding to the base 13 centimeters. This is the question. So half base into height is 30. So half into base, they want you to take as 13. So 13. Into what is the height? We don't know. The corresponding height we don't know. So half into, if the base is 13, the corresponding height we don't know, is equal to 30 area. Area is 30 only. We already found the area of the triangle. That will be 30. So half into base 13 into height, half into base 13 into height h is equal to 30. So how will you work this? A half will, so it will be h is equal to 30. Half will become what? Or this is nothing but 13 by 2, no? There's nothing but 13 by 2. That will become 2 by 13 on the other side. 13 by 2 this is. Half into 13 is 13 by 2. That will become 2 by 13 on the other side. Simplify, and this is the length of the altitude. Right? Is it cold? Will I reduce? I still don't know how to use a remote. That's the problem. Different ACs, the remote work differently, right? The functions are different. So ever since I, like put up the AC, I have not, I just come and turn on like that. I still don't know how to adjust the blower, and I need to come a little early and, check it out, and then it'll be fine. That's why I keep asking you if it's cold, if it's throwing on you. It's very complicated, because the ones that we have at home, they're very simple. This one is like this, and there's so much. I have to really go through a YouTube video for this. So many functions are there. It's not easy, like, like it's just understandable like that. So complicated. And the worst part is there's no display. I don't know why. I didn't know that it will be like this. There's no display of the temperature there. Or maybe there is some way to, like make the temperature visible. I don't know. Really? Okay. In the remote, huh? Okay. We can see there, yeah. So I'm used to that only. Sorry? I'm used to that. So first time when I turned it on, I'm like, why is it always the circle there? There's no, maybe because of the light it produces, in the dark, that one that becomes a night lamp during meaning when it's dark, the temperature, what do you say, that LED there, that becomes very bright. So some of us can't sleep, correct? We hide that. Done, children? Online students?
Yes, ma'am.
That all of you? Okay. So in this question, so you can see the figure, leave that theory there, look at the figure. So flyovers like this are very common in our place also. In Trichy, we can see flyovers in many places. Okay, so the side walls, you can see the wall there, which is triangular. It's a right triangle. It looks like a right triangle, but you cannot assume it to be it is a right triangle, because the side wall will be a right triangle only, no? But we cannot assume it. See, now when it is mathematics, now you cannot assume it's a right triangle. Okay. So you can see a triangle there with sides 22 meters, 120 meters, and 122 meters. Can we see that? Now, this flyover wall is government property. Okay. Now, supposing, I want to advertise my classes there. I want to use a side wall to show my, to show the ad of my center. So then I have to pay the government. It's not free. It's not free. I can't just paint up the wall there. I can't just paint CBSE-Maths Center on the wall there. Okay, then. So I need to do it legally. I can't buy a bucket of paint, take my painter and paint up the wall there, right? I can't do that. Yeah. So I need to do it legally. So like that, a company, it hires this wall. That's what the question is about. A company hires this wall, this portion. So we see no advertisements. You can see advertisements painted on the walls. So some advertisement there. So the company has, hired that wall. Hired that wall. You hire that wall. You make that space yours by paying money to the government. You make that wall yours by paying temporarily. That space, that area on the wall is yours temporarily. Okay. So you pay the company, you pay the government, say, money for 1 year, whatever you have to pay, and you can use that wall to, show your advertisement. So that's what is happening here. The triangular side walls of a flyover have been used for advertisements. It's actually advertisements. But if I say advertisements, then the right pronunciation is advertisements. You can use Google to. It's advertisements. Advertisements. Okay, but all right. So the side walls are the sides of the walls are 122 meters, 22 meters, and 120 meters. So the advertisements yield an earning of rupees 5,000 per meter square per year. A company hired both walls for 3 months. How much rent should it pay, or did it pay? Both the walls meaning both the sides. Both the walls meaning this one and this one. Both the walls meaning you can see this one and this one. For 3 months. How much should it pay? For 1 meter square, 5,000 rupees. For 1 meter square, 5,000 rupees for 1 year, for 12 months. See, what do you understand? How much should it pay? It should pay 5,000 rupees for 1 meter square for 12 months. For 12 months. But that's very expensive for the company. So it wants it only for 3 months. 3 months it wants. This is the charge for 1 meter square for 12 months. You must find for 3 months. All right. Okay. So you have to find the area. So step 1 is to find. Don't write anything. Step 1 is to find the area of the triangle, area of this triangle. Okay, I'll just copy the area alone. Area is what? 1320. Okay. Area is 1320. So when you find the area, it is 1320. This is 1320. This one is also 1320. All right. This is understood. Area we can find. We know the sides. We can find the area. Okay. Then with the company is using both the walls. So total area will be 1320 plus 1320. So it is 2640 meter square. So much area it is using. Okay, now 5,000 is for what? 5,000 is for 12 months. So when you divide by 12, you will get for 1 month. If you multiply by 3, you will get for 3 months. See, I'll do it again. 5,000 rupees. See, per meter square, let that be there. Per meter square is there. I'm not looking at that now. 5,000 rupees is for 5,000 rupees is for 1 meter square. 5,000 rupees is for 12 months. 5,000 rupees is for 1 meter square. 5,000 rupees is also for 12 months. Now let's find out for 1 month. So 5,000 is for 12 months. For 1 month by 12. Divide by 12, right? Now this is for 1 month. For 3 months into 3. Yes or no? So this is for 3 months. This is for 3 months. Now this is for 1 meter square for 3 months. This is for 1 meter square for 3 months. So for 2640 meter square, it will be into. Let's do it slowly. 5,000 rupees for 12 months. For 12 months and for 1 meter square. Correct? Correct? So it will be 5,000 rupees by 12 per month. Per month for 1 meter square. 5,000 by 12 is for 1 month. Yes or no? This is for 3 months. For 1 meter square. Simplify this. Okay. So it's 1250 per meter square for 3 months. Getting confused? Yeah. Wipe out everything. What is the area? 1320 meter square. Another 1320 meter square. So 2640 meters square. This is the total area, correct? For this, it has to pay rent for 3 months. For this area, it has to pay rent for 3 months. So for 1 meter square, it is how much? 5,000 meters, 5,000 rupees. So for 1 meter square, it is 5,000 rupees. So for 2640 meter square, it will be how much? For 1 meter square, 5,000 rupees, right? 1 meter square is 5,000 rupees. So for 2640 meter square, it will be 2640 into 5,000. Is this understood? But this is for 12 months, right? This is for 12 months. So divide by 12, you will get for 1 month. And multiply by 3, you will get for 3 months. See, you can do it however you want. So that's what this is not fixed like. Now I did something earlier, but that I didn't see clear faces. So I thought I'll do it like this. Anyways, see, you just think is you need to understand what you're doing. Don't mug anything. For 1 meter square, you have to pay 5,000 rupees. Yes. For 1 meter square, 5,000 rupees. Then for 2,640 meter square, how much should I pay? You have to pay 5,000 into 2,640. Correct? Okay, this is understood. But this money is for 12 months. Per year it is. This is for 12 months. You don't want it for 12 months. So you want it only for 3 months. How will you find for 3 months? This one is the cost for 12 months. So divide by 12. Now when you divide by 12, this is the cost for 1 month. When you divide by 12, you will get the cost for 1 month. Now multiply this one by 3. It's now this one represents for 1 month. No, multiply that by 3. So you will get for 3 months. Understood? Yeah. So that's what you see here. Right, Anshik. You come here and stop. I just want to make it very comfortable for you. You come here and stop. You write this, write the question, take down the figure roughly and complete till here. Sorry to disturb you, children. So here also see you should realize that 132 is a multiple of 12. 132 is a multiple of 12 and 110 is a multiple of 10. 132 is a multiple of 12 and 110 is a multiple of 10. So write this 12 as it is here. See this 10 you can see here as it is, this 10. The 12 as it is, 12. Please look at the board. 132 is written as 11, 12 11s are. Anyways, 11 12s are or 12 11s are. 132 in 12 into 11 is 132. You can see the 12 here, right? The 12 as it is. Write 132 as 12 into 11. And then write 110 as 10 into 11. 10 into 11. Correct? So where is this? 10 here. Where is this 12 here? What about 110? It's 11 into 10. What about this 132? It is 11 into 12. All right. So after this, what you see here is the yearly rent because for 12 months, no, so the yearly rent is 5,000 rupees per meter square. So the monthly rent will be 5,000 by 12 per meter square. So this is now the monthly rent, correct? Per meter square. So what is the total meter square you have hired? 2640. So for 2640, it will be 2640 into this per meter square rate, 5,000 by 12. Now why we doing into 3? For 3 months. For 3 months. All right. $33 lakhs. Done? All of you finish writing? Online students, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Aniruddhan, Adagamai? Okay. Done, all of you? Yeah, let's see who can answer these. Yeah, take down these questions one by one. Done? Yeah. All right. So children, you will have to take 5 to the power 2x minus 1 to the left hand side. Can you see that? So it will become 25 to the power x minus 1 minus transpose. Okay, so it will be minus 5 to the power 2x minus 1 is equal to minus 100. Have that minus 100 in the right hand side. So transpose. That's the first step. Now you know 25 is 5 squared. 25 is 5 squared, but there's already a power x minus 1. So when there's one base and many powers, you'll have to multiply the powers. So 25 is 5 squared, but there's already this power x minus 1. So multiply the powers. So 2 into x minus 1. Then this one, nothing can be done. 5 to the power 2x minus 1, nothing can be done. Is equal to minus 100. Now, whenever you have this, see, if it is 5 to the power something into 5 to the power something, then you can say base are same multiplication, add the powers. This is subtraction. So you can only take out common. When when you have, like an expression with exponents, base and power, but the connecting sign is plus or minus. But the connecting sign is plus or minus, you can only take out the common. See, because if it is multiplication, then you can add the powers. If it's division, you can subtract the powers. Correct? When base are same and it's division, we can subtract the powers. Here it is minus. You can only take out common. Now, which one is common? Any one of the two you can take out common. I'll do it both the ways. Any one of the two is common. Don't worry as to which is common. Both anything is any one of the two is common. Now, very simple. See here. Now, supposing you have a square b minus ab square. What is common between these two children? AB is common. So in the bracket, what will you write? A minus B. A minus B. So you know how to take out commons. That's what we're doing here also. That's exactly what we have to do here. Now, 5 to the power 5 to the power 2x minus 2 we have taken common. Okay. So that into what will give you the first term? Into 1. So that means 5 to the power 0. This into this will give you the first term, right? Into 1 because the same thing is common. So into 1 and 1 can be written as 5 to the power 0 minus. Now this into what will give you this second term. Look at the powers. You have 2x minus 2. So when it's multiplication, you should add the powers, right? So 2x minus 2 is the power here. 2x minus 2 plus what will give you the power 2x minus 1. 2x minus 2 power plus what power will give you the answer as 2x minus 1. So if you don't know, you have to work it out. So that power will be 2x minus 1 minus 2x minus 2. So 2x minus 2x gets cancelled. So that power is minus 3. Minus 3. So it will be 5 to the power minus 3. I'll do it again for you. See here. We don't know what to write inside the bracket. The thing is, we don't know what to write inside the bracket. What we know the base is 5, but what is the power? We don't know. Okay, so you can work it like this. Take out anything common, any one of the two common. Now this one is common, so inside you will get 1. So that is 5 to the power 0. This into this. Minus 5 to the power what I don't know. I don't know what to write here. 5 to the power what I don't know. I know it is 5 to the power something, but what I don't know is equal to minus 100. So to find out that what, when base are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers, right? So in the rough column, this power 2x minus 2, why added? Because we are multiplying these two, right? When it's multiplication, we have to add the powers. Plus what will give me the power 2x minus 1. So that question mark will be 2x minus 1 minus 2x plus 2. Oh, plus 2. I wrote minus 2, I think earlier. I wrote minus 2 by mistake. Minus 2 will come to the other side as plus 2. Yes or no? Yeah. So 2x minus 1 minus 2x plus 2. Yes or no, children? So this will be 2x and minus 2x gets cancelled. 2 minus 1 is 1. So that question mark is 1. So that means, what I did it again. So that question mark is 1, children. This is 1. Now multiply these two. When base are same, when base are same and it's multiplication, we add the powers, right? So when you add the powers, 2x minus 2 plus 1. So it'll be 5 to the power 2x minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. See, you're getting this term. When you multiply these two, you must get the first term. When you multiply these two, you must get the second term. We are getting it. So this is how we find. If you don't know what to write, this is how you should work and find. Okay, so that's the rough work. That was the rough work, children. I'm continuing the answer here. Okay, so 5 to the power 2x minus 2 into 5 to the power 0 is 1 minus 5 is equal to minus 100, correct? I'm continuing here, children. 5 to the power 2x minus 2 into minus 4, right? Not interested. No, it's become 9:30. This lady is going on talking. Is equal to minus 100, correct, children? Minus 100, tell me that minus 4 on the other side, it will become what? What happened? Minus 4 on the other side will become what?
Divided by minus 4.
Divided by minus 4. What is this? Minus 4 is in multiplication. On the other side, now you will say, you ask like that. I will ask like that. Minus 100 is multiplied by minus 4. Minus 4 will become plus 4. Here, how it is minus 4? It's into minus 4. So we'll go for division to the other side. Into minus 4 will become divided by minus 4. Yes or no? Yeah, so minus and minus will get cancelled. 4 1 4 4 25 times. So 5 to the power 2x minus 2 is equal to 5 square. 25 is 5 square. Now base are same on both the sides. So equating the powers. 2x minus 2 is equal to 2. 2x is equal to 2 plus 2, 4. X is equal to 4 by 2, 2. Questions like this are very, very important. Very, very important. Write down, children. Write down. Online students, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And all of you, any questions here? All right, children. So
No.
that's it for today's session. Yes, Anirudhan? You're writing?
No, ma'am. No questions.
Yeah, okay. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the call. Thank you, children. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night.